Hello everyone, I am Nesbo from PsyGarden crew. We are a DJ organization, Psytrance and Goa Trance party organization from Belgrade, Serbia. Soon we are going to have one very special party here in Belgrade with one very special guest who is here with us tonight online. Please everybody welcome Itzik Levy from Tel Aviv, Israel, aka Sandman.
Hey guys, so nice. Thank you for having me. Cheers, l'chaim. You have to remind me again how to say it.
Živeli, mate, živeli. Tell me, this is your own studio, right?
I'm in the studio, in my secret room in the house. My cockpit, you know, in a way.
Yeah.
Everything connected, analog synth, everything is like 20 years ago, never touched, you know?
Never touched, really?
No, it's like, you know, like everybody now, you have new generation, like computer, mouse, VST, and I try to focus on the real analog, the real to play it, you know?
Right. Yeah. We will talk about this a little bit later, but you know, there is a difference, I believe, huh? When you play or when you click.
For sure.
Witchcraft. What's behind Witchcraft? You have a project Witchcraft, you have an album Witchcraft. What's behind it?
Okay, I really like the name Witchcraft because I came from the dark days, from the gothic and the metal and death metal, and when Travelers came with the new Goa style, it was like really so freshing sounds and so it was a new way in a way. And it was like for us even better than magic, you know. It was like wow, fucking, it was, I don't know, but it was like witchcraft in a way.
Yeah. It's simply the magic too.
For sure. So this is, I like the name, and I remember when we were like looking for project name, we were going to the dictionary and looking for this is witchcraft. Opa! Okay, let's go for it.
This would suit us the best. Describes what we do.
Like in records, do you see witchcraft project, some band, some or my friend tell me, no, there is not. So I said, okay, we're going to take it.
Nice. Sandman is also a mythical name, let's say. So how you choose to be Sandman?
I really like the explanation, the story about it, about the dream that coming in the night and spreading dreams and sand over the people, you know, the kids basically, you know.
The master of dreams.
Master of dreams, exactly. Yeah. So it was like, oh, I like it. And I had like a friend which he had like these comics.
Uh-huh.
And of course there is the Sandman comics. It came from there also.
Uh-huh.
So like, okay, yeah, I like it. I'm going to take it.
Nice. Do you actually do you have these comics?
I had a friend that he was a master of comics collector, you know, and I also took several names from comics places, you know, comics titles, you know.
Nice. Speaking of what's special, tell me, you have this one sample in your New Way track on the Witchcraft album. It goes like this. New Way. What's special about the New Way?
It's basically like New Way. What's this about New Way?
What's this about New Way? I understood it's what's special about it.
No, it's New Way. What's this about New Way?
Uh-huh.
And it's like, first of all, it's from Clockwork Orange, the master of the movies, you know. And for me, when I put it in the track, it was in a period of time that I had like a little bit enough of the fractal samples and energetic, you know, like energetic samples and vibrate this. So I thought, okay, let's put some hardcore industrial kind of samples, you know.
It has a very good meaning, I believe, in this track, because this is a track which is actually totally different than the new wave tracks, if I can say.
Yeah.
If you think about the new wave and the new way and the new sound of psytrance, this one is different. Can you tell me, what do you think about this difference? You know, the year after 2000 and before, the whole style somehow, you know, evolved or changed, or something happened.
Okay, basically it was like that because we got to a certain level of style in 98, 99, that we got to a peak that you started to feel the vibe that it's like people looking for a new style.
Yes.
People looking for a new way, new kind of music, you know, a new kind of and for me it was like, new way, what's this about new way? You know, like style that I didn't really like, you know. So it's like, boom shaka, I'm going to put it inside, you know.
So this is actually also the time when how to say, when computer sequencer started to evolve a lot. Now everybody can have a PC and VSTs and this kind of stuff. Do you think there is something with it? Before 2000 you had like all those synthesizers, you must have had an engineer and total passionate for this stuff, but today everybody can make. Do you think that maybe this is some kind of, you know?
I have a few friends of mine that they told me, like, I have idea in my head and I cannot put it in the keys and I cannot preset the synthesizer to make the sound like I wanted, you know. So in a way, for the easy part and for like to take your mind to change it to the sound, yeah. So like it's good in a way, but from the old days you had to have a bunch of talent, you know. You had to have a bunch of experience. You had to take a drive on the highway, you know, in a way.
Yeah.
That experience. Nowadays you have synthesizer inside the computer and like, you know, like in 1 month you have master of studio, you know. You have to have so easy nowadays, you know.
It looks like it easy, but you know, probably there are a lot of projects which actually they just do it the easy way. You know, when something is perfect, it looks like it easy. When I see all those synths and stuff in your studio, do you have any kind of pattern? Do you have any kind of standard? How do you start with your tracks? I understand there is an idea in your mind, but today with VSTs and software and all these tutorials people are following, they usually, not always of course, but they usually start with kick and bass, you know, like I produce the kick and bass and then I put everything on it because this is the most important thing. But in your music, it's not only kick and bass, all right? So the arrangement, where do you start from the synthesizer?
Back in the day, from programming my synth, and I liked that sound, and that sound led to a melody. So first of all, I was recording a melody. And from that, it was like, okay, in this melody, I'm going to put this kind of bass line and some chord and samples, you know, and everything nowadays is schematic and it's formulatic, you know.
Systematic.
Yeah, it's so like that, you know. I liked in that day that to put first of all, some melody, and I had like a really nice hobby to look on films and to catch some good samples. And even one sample could lead you to basically to a track, you know, because you have some direction of the sample that it will lead you to the energy of the track, you know, for
to make an atmosphere.
The vibe of it, exactly, you know. Each track is different direction, basically, you know. Nowadays it's different. I can see my friends, I can see myself also, you know. You have to you start in different direction nowadays.
Keep the bass and let's roll.
Yeah, but for me also, I didn't write a lot of your music because I took to a different direction. So now I was thinking, like, for the couple of years, how to get inside again, how to get the vibe again. So basically I started to think, okay, let's open the synth and program it, and like to work like I was playing 15 years ago, 20 years ago, you know.
Yeah,
Start to synth, start the morning, open my synth, program it, opa, this, like, let's move it.
Everybody loves your tracks from this period back then. Give us something again, something like that.
There is new stuff, yeah?
There is new stuff?
Yeah. I'm going to, not on this party, because I like to keep the vibe retro. You know? It's different direction, but it's same psychedelic, you know, in better sound, you know. If like it's a retro party, I like the vibe. I play retro parties in Israel also. If it's a new party, I play my new stuff.
Nice.
It depends, exactly, you know.
Nice. Western culture and the people all around the world are talking about Kabbalah. What is this? Can you explain it in like one sentence and teach us the whole idea behind it? Because, you know, like on the West, everybody is carrying these red, you know, strings, and they are Kabbalists.
This is the red.
This one most probably. Yeah.
This is the red string.
The red string. Because I believe maybe there can be a connection between the witchcraft, the Sandman, and Kabbalah. Like these three make the triad, huh?
I like your vibe, yeah.
Listen,
Kabbalah basically is the mystical way of our Bible. You know, it's really magic part of our Bible. Basically, it's a word that we really don't know what it is, you know. It's the mystical Jewish Bible. Even, you know, you see people that you see in around the world that religious, you know.
All right.
They are not into Kabbalah, you know.
All right.
Kabbalah is really special people, and you don't really know them. You don't really hear they're learning Kabbalah. It's really a secret port, you know.
All right.
It's super special and super secret that it was like moved from father to father in secret ways, you know.
All right.
It's not like you open our Bible and you see the Kabbalah, you know. Not there.
But you put the red string and that's all.
I think it's connected to it, not sure.
I was thinking about it like some Jacob's ladder climbing, like from your primal stuff up to the spiritual and the illuminated one. You know, something like that. Kabbalah drives you through all this. Is this true? Because nobody can learn. It's told that nobody can learn Kabbalah from the books.
Exactly. Because Kabbalah is not thinking. It's not a thing you go to the synagogue and you hear it, you know, inside the Saturday night or Friday night in the synagogue. It's really the magic part of the Bible, you know. It's really something special, and not a lot of people are into it, you know. Not in the bad way, but not a lot of people have the key to this door. It's really a special door in the Jewish Hebrew Bible. in a way.
Cool.
Special.
Special, magical.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm not going to tell you what it is.
Tell it to us. We need to know what the Kabbalah is. We know that Israel had a lot of influences on psytrance involvement and everything. Which is the second country? Which, you know, area in the world is also, let's say, influencing and trend-setting and important in psytrance evolution?
Okay, I know we have really good, we have major role, Israel and Israeli acts. We have a major role in the psytrance history, you know. But it reminds me when, on the old days, we got to a friend's house, and he got music, new music, and it was like music from Japan. So we were like in the good mood, you know, and like we were like hallucinating in a way. Okay, this is like a Japanese artist, and it's like samurai, you know, and this was Japanese. And then we got into like X-Dream and Team Schultz and German music, and we're like, oh, this is like full hard trance, really like machinery, and we like it, you know. And English was all the English influences, really minded music we really liked, you know. And Israel was like full power, you know, back in the days, you know. And I was in the middle because I was like Sandman. I didn't do Israeli nitzchonot, you know. Yeah. I like to do like this, in a way. But I mean, like, it's not a lot of countries that had a role, you know, in a way, inside the beginning of trance. You know,
and finally, it's all mixed up.
Exactly, because like X-Dream has a really massive amount of roots to the trance, you know, and Simon in the English kind of style. And Masa, the Japanese, is so special what the music he made. And we also astral projection, the gods, you know, and me and everybody else.
Do you have any collaborations with Japanese artists? What do you actually think about Japanese artists? Maybe this is a personal question a little bit, but I would like to hear this.
Okay. First of all, my album was released on a Japanese English label, basically. So I had really connected to it. I played in Japan, and it was so alienated to me, this culture and the people and the vibe in the streets. It was so special. And I really like the music from back in the days, from Masa, from Kuro, from there were a lot of artists in Japan that I really liked. Of course, Tsuyoshi was master for me, you know. I love him.
Uni Mazda, we saw there is a picture of you and Uni somewhere.
Oh, I like his style, you know. It's so special. I like him so much.
Nice. Glad to hear that.
So for me, yeah, actually I contacted Masa to do a remix for one of his tunes. So it's like, okay, what to pick, you know, because I really like this music.
Nice.
Yeah.
Can't wait to hear that. That's something new.
Like I told you, it's a plan to make a remix. So I hope it will happen.
Nice. All these psytrance styles all over the world, all these from old school to new wave stuff, from keyboards and analog synthesizers to VSTs and computer stuff. What is the role of the music education inside? Do you think that psytrance artists should have musical education? Like, should they know the arrangement, the how to play, how to how to compose and all this stuff?
Sure, sure. Yeah, musical education, I think it's a key role, okay, in how far you will go, how far you will succeed, how far you will experiment, because everybody have computer, VST, Cubase, Logic, everybody have loops, everybody have samples, everybody have sounds. If you have musical education, you can know chords, you can know melody, you can know harmonics. And I see a lot of friends that they have education and they know to play, and I also have a bunch of friends that they know and they have like really good production skills, so, and production skills nowadays is like more than 50% to succeed on a good track. This is our bad.
Yes, but earlier you also had production skills, like in terms of you have 20 keyboards and you have to know what to do with them, right? And and in general, the sound from the 90s, it's good enough even today. We play it even today in new clubs, and it's good enough, But there is a lot of music inside. But do you sense that today maybe there is a lack of music inside the psytrance scene, or there's maybe not?
Nowadays there is no melodies inside, and if you have melodies with some artists, it's like how our friends, it's like the melody come from here and go from here.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have the magic, so it's like I don't think there is melodies inside, but it's like a phase, so I heard a lot of good artists and people that are travelers and DJs, and they're telling me, listen, the retro and the Goa is really coming back, and not only in Belgium. So the retro, I hear that started to be also in Brazil and Serbia. I know it's full power in retro. Yes, I like it. Where were like in the 90s Serbia? This is what I'm thinking was, like, because in that time I really wanted to come to different places, and it's like for me it was like, oh, Serbia didn't came. So when you told me, it was like, oh, I have to play there.
Nice to have you here. Yeah, 90s in Serbia and 2000s in Serbia, they were like everywhere in the world. They were really awesome. We had a lot of organizations even back then, and they were all great back then. They are all great also today, so can't wait to see you here.
Yeah, I mean, you told me like PsyGarden is organization of 15 years,
Yeah. We're there for 15 years, and we are totally, let's say, non-profit organization, just enthusiast psytrance artists.
So cool.
Okay, brother, you are coming on 31st of March to play here in Belgrade. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, really. Tell me, Then you have to tell me again.
Živeli. We have a lot of Živeli.
I'm super excited, to play this, and I know the club is great, and I saw the vibe in the parties, and the people I heard super connected to the retro roots and vibes. So looking forward. Super.
We're having Sandman here in Belgrade, 31st of March, Club Plastic. Guys, see you again.
Sure.
Brother, thank you a lot for this interview, and
it was
can't
nice.
wait to see you there.
Yeah, my friend. Kisses to all,
Thanks.
This was it, guys. This was an online interview with Sandman, who is in his studio in Tel Aviv, Israel. And you can see him here and hear him here in Belgrade, 31st of March, Club Plastic. You're all welcome. See you there.